You ever feel like you're running on a hamster wheel? You're working harder and harder, but you're just stuck in the same place financially. Well, I'm here to tell you, you're not alone. And honestly, it's probably not even your fault. See, the system is kind of rigged. It's filled with these invisible traps designed to keep you poor. So today, we're going to expose them. We're going to look at the 5 biggest money traps, and more importantly, how you can sidestep them for good. And this right here, this is the whole game. Seriously. If you remember one thing from all of this, let it be this. It is not about how much money you make. It's about how much money you keep. It's about what's left over to put to work for you. That simple little shift in how you see things, it changes everything.
And here's why this is so important. Check this out. A staggering 90% of people, 90%, never escape this money trap. They literally run on that hamster wheel for their entire lives. But you know what? Just understanding that the game exists is the very first step to winning it. So let's dive in. Let's talk about trap number 1.
All right, first up. This one is probably the most common trap out there, and it's sneaky. It's so subtle, you might not even realize it's happening. It's called lifestyle creep, and trust me, it's the silent killer of wealth.
Does this sound familiar? You get that big raise you've been grinding for? You're feeling good, right? You deserve to treat yourself. So maybe you move into a nicer apartment, you upgrade your car, you start eating out at cooler places, and poof, just like that, your expenses magically rise to meet your new income. The extra money is just gone.
And this right here is the fork in the road. It's the fundamental difference in mindset. For most people, a raise means one thing: increased spending. But for people who build wealth, a raise means something totally different: increase investing. It's that one little pivot that makes all the difference in the world.
So here's the rule. This is the actionable takeaway. The next time you get a raise, make a pact with yourself. Before you even think about upgrading your life, you take at least 50% of that new income and you save it or invest it, right off the top. That's it. That simple discipline is how you buy your freedom instead of just buying more stuff.
Okay, let's move on to trap number 2. And this one is a big one. It's financial illiteracy. You know, there's a reason so many of us feel confused or overwhelmed by money. It's because, frankly, the system was kind of designed to keep you confused.
I mean, just think about it. You were trained to be a worker, not an owner. School taught you about the Pythagorean theorem, but did it teach you how to file taxes, how a mortgage works, how to read a balance sheet? No, that's not an accident. The goal is to create good employees, not financially savvy owners. So you end up with 2 completely different behaviors. The common path is to just avoid the topic. Money feels intimidating, it's complicated, so we just don't think about it. But wealthy people, they do the exact opposite. They study money. They treat it like a skill, just like learning a language or an instrument. And here's the rule for this one. Financial ignorance is unbelievably expensive, but you know what? Financial knowledge pays you back forever. All it takes is 15 minutes a day. Seriously, if you've got time to scroll Instagram, you've got time to learn how money really works. It's the highest return investment you will ever make.
All right, let's get into trap number 3, the debt spiral. And look, let's just call it what it is. For millions of people, this is nothing short of modern slavery, just in disguise.
Here's the cold hard truth. Debt is the single most profitable product banks have. It's a genius business model for them. They lend you money that doesn't exist. You pay them interest on it for years or decades, and your future is the collateral. It's a perfect trap.
Now here's a really important distinction, because not all debt is created equal. Broke people use debt to buy liabilities, things that lose money. Think car loans, credit card debt for clothes, that kind of stuff. Wealthy people, on the other hand, use debt to buy assets, things that make them money, like a rental property or a business. So the rule is dead simple. Stop borrowing for comfort, only borrow for cash flow. Ask yourself this one question. Is this debt going to put money in my pocket every month? If the answer is no, you walk away.
Okay, moving on to trap number 4, and you can see how these all start to connect. This is consumer addiction. The whole system, the entire economy, wants you to be a buyer, not a builder.
Listen, every ad you see, every influencer on your feed, every shiny new thing that pops up, it is all precision engineered to do one thing: make you trade your time, your life energy for a quick little dopamine hit from buying something. Think about it. Most people buy things that drain their energy and their bank account while they're awake. But the wealthy? They focus on building things, assets, systems that pay them while they're asleep. It's a completely different focus. So the rule is this, and it's a big one. If you don't control your money, corporations will happily control it for you. Your job is to learn how to delay gratification. That one skill is a financial superpower.
And that brings us to the fifth and final trap. And this might be the toughest one to escape of all. It's the time trap. The idea that you have to trade your hours for dollars forever.
Here's the fundamental problem. You can't scale your time. There are only 24 hours in a day. That's your hard limit. But you know what you can scale? A system. If you stop working and your income dries up, you are not free. It's as simple as that.
And breaking out of this requires a huge mental shift. Most people look at their job and see a prison. It's where they're stuck. But the wealthy mindset sees a job as a launch pad. It's the funding source. It's the seed capital you use to build your escape room.
So here's the final rule. Every single month, you have to take a piece of your income and use it to build your first income stream outside of your job. That becomes your exit strategy. That is how you build real freedom.
So let's recap. Lifestyle creep, financial ignorance, the debt spiral, consumer addiction, and the time trap. These are the 5 invisible walls of the financial prison. But here's the good news. Now you see them. You're aware of them. And that awareness, that's your superpower.
Because once you can see the rules of the game, you can start playing it differently. You can start playing to win. So the only real question left is, now that you see the game, how are you going to play it?